Chapter 1. Speed Kills. A young woman who had taken methamphetamine arrived in the emergency room of her local hospital. She was so frantic and frightened that she thrashed about until she was sedated. Throughout the ordeal, she kept screaming, "Give me back my brain. I'm dying. I don't want to die without my brain." In July 1995, in New Mexico, a man named Eric Smith, who was under the influence of methamphetamine, decapitated his 14-year-old son and threw the boy's head out the window of his van. The drug-crazed father thought he was getting rid of a demon. A soldier who was depressed attempted suicide by taking an overdose of amphetamines. He was admitted to a hospital in a dazed condition with a severe headache and a slow pulse. That night, his right arm and leg became paralyzed, and he developed difficulty breathing. Toward morning, he vomited, his pulse rate increased, and his temperature reached almost 104 degrees. The man was given oxygen, sodium benzoate, and other substances, but he died just before 5 a.m. An autopsy, examination of the body after death, revealed that he had died from heavy and uncontrollable bleeding in the brain. What are amphetamines? The chemicals called amphetamine, dextroamphetamine, and methamphetamine are collectively called amphetamines. These drugs can be taken in various ways: swallowed in pill form, dissolved in a liquid, snorted through the nose, smoked, or injected intravenously through the veins with a hypodermic needle. Some users of amphetamines want to get high or stay awake for long periods of time. Others use them to lose weight, since they reduce one's appetite and increase activity. Some types of amphetamine can be prescribed in pill form by doctors to treat medical problems. Patients who may benefit from amphetamine prescriptions include those who suffer from obesity, extreme overweight, narcolepsy, a condition in which a person falls asleep uncontrollably during daytime hours, and attention deficit disorder, or ADD, which is characterized by a short attention span and hyperactivity, excessive activity. When sold or used for non-medical purposes, however, to get high, for example, amphetamines are not only against the law, but are also extremely dangerous. Amphetamines are part of a category of drugs sometimes referred to as stimulants, uppers, or speed, because they speed up or stimulate the body's functions and increase the activity of the brain. These effects make users feel energetic, alert, and talkative. But as you can see from the stories you just heard about people who have taken strong stimulants, they can be extremely dangerous, even deadly. Some stimulants are not as powerful or as harmful as amphetamines. In fact, many people use them daily. Have you eaten a chocolate bar or had a soda recently? If so, you probably gave your body a dose of a mild stimulant, caffeine, which is also found in coffee, tea, and some over-the-counter medicines. Taken in small doses, caffeine is not harmful to most people. But because it can cause nervousness, agitation, or insomnia, inability to sleep, manufacturers of over-the-counter medicines and beverages containing caffeine usually offer consumers caffeine-free products as well. Another stimulant that is probably familiar to you is nicotine, which is found in all tobacco products. You may not think of nicotine as a drug, but it is. Like most stimulants, nicotine is highly addictive, which means that once the body is exposed to the substance, it becomes dependent on the drug to function normally.